bikes. With motors, they're fast, they're powerful, they can go almost anywhere. And when they do, they create new trails. The problem is that many of these trails are not sustainable, so they get closed. How do we keep motorized trails open?
One of the biggest things for me through the years is how many things get shut down.
Our sport is in danger of losing trail.
Motorized trails on public lands began closing a long time ago. The Wilderness Act of 1964 protects lands from man, motor, or mechanism. The National Environmental Policy Act of 1970 directed every government agency to prevent or eliminate damage to the environment. These acts came about because our public lands were quickly becoming developed, overused, and polluted. Every road and trail in America was mapped to see which ones became closed and less posted open. This created decades of negotiation between our government and stakeholders like industry and motorized users. Closing roads evolved from a broad national directive to local arbitration and consensus.
Yeah, so the motorized group is often victimized by trail closures. They get heavily used by user groups, and a lot of times that's the result of just having fewer opportunities and fewer places to actually ride.
Today, a closed trail is decommissioned, meaning physically blocked and revegetated. Opened means signed for specific uses like motorized or non-motorized. There's also a third option: building new multi-use motorized trail that connects to existing sustainable trail.
So we got this trail, which is almost like 70–80% in terms of steepness. You can tell it's rutted, and it would just continue to get more and more rutted. It gets really rocky, almost to the point where it's unrideable. And when it does, it actually creates this situation over here, where because this one was too difficult to ride, somebody created a new trail over here to get around that section that was too difficult to ride. So we have this braided trail system that we'll close those, rehabilitate them so that they don't continue to erode, and then replace it with a trail that's 0 to 5% in terms of steepness, and that we try to add the same kind of challenge by having narrow openings in the trees, lots of turns, and so we try to provide some challenge and difficulty, but it's not going to be the same as the steep trail.
Building new and maintaining existing trail happens when motorized users become part of the process. Individual users can comment, but an organized club gets heard. A nonprofit club can also receive grant money for building and maintaining motorized trail.
The first step in any kind of trail system is identifying what the needs are of the users. The main reason that we have single-track motorcycle trails on the Dillon Ranger District is because we have partner organizations, specifically Summit County Off-Road Riders, Friends of Dillon Ranger District, to work with us to help build and maintain trails.
What's up, guys?
But we also look for a volunteer, people willing to volunteer their time to help us with maintaining, with patrolling, providing information, spreading the word about responsible trail riding and trail uses. So that's primarily what we're looking for, is that sponsorship and volunteer work.
Yay!
We're building new multi-use motorized single-track trail. It starts at about 40 inches wide because that's the width of our grant-purchased excavator. Then it's manually reduced to half its width by removing the loose material down to solid earth. This makes it stable to ride today and sustainable for tomorrow. The Summit County, Colorado Off-Road Riders Motorcycle Club also includes a motocross track. As a condition of having this track on county property, the Tenderfoot Track Club is for season pass members only and their guests. This successful arrangement with local government is now being used by other sports clubs.
Most of the riding in Summit County is single track and four-wheel drive roads. This is the only motocross track that we have in Summit County. It also provides a family-friendly environment where you can watch your kids ride at the same time that you're riding. Everybody that is a member of the track is involved with it. We ask that our members provide volunteer hours every year and that everybody helps contribute in some form or fashion to our facility here.
We work in cooperation with local land managers, set a positive example by respecting other trail users, and volunteer to maintain our multi-use motorized trails. Summit County Off-Road Riders is a nonprofit motorcycle club in Colorado.